having dinner, me and my sister, my grandfather, when it hit. And I didn't know what was happening. I mean, it was a shake that you wouldn't believe. I remember looking out the window at the water, and you could just see the wave of it went by, just across that lake, and then, you know, everything shook, falling. So grandfather said, get under the doorway, just stay out of the doorways. And he just said, you know, we're going to have a tidal wave, so you guys better watch us. So I never thought nothing. I walked down to the dock down there. I was standing on the dock, and the dock was pretty high. The tide was out, and all of a sudden you could see the water start coming in. And me and this other guy were standing there, and this guy came up with the boat. And he says, get on here. He says, the tide's coming up. So we jumped onto his boat. Anyway, the tide went completely out. There was me and 3, 4 other boats were trying to get out. We made it out, but the tide caught me, laid me on my side, and a drum fell against the door, so I couldn't get out. I was on my side, engine still going. Tide caught me from the other side, flipped me back up again, and I took off straight out for deep water. He had the radio on, and he says, we're listening to him. They said, any boats, you know, get into deeper water, because I think we got a big one coming. So guys had CBs, we were talking to him, you know, asking him. I said, nothing came yet, you know, nothing's here yet. So finally they said, yeah, it's coming, here it comes again. It came in, and it just came up gradual. It didn't come in a big sweep, it just came gradual. You know, filled the place up, and then it went back out again slow. We were listening to him, and he kept, you know, he said, it's a bastard out here. It's terrible, he says. And then you could hear the skipper in the background say, hang on, here it comes. And we listened. There was no more sound, nothing. And that swell caught them. Never found any of them. While we were out there, it was just dead quiet, and then all of a sudden you could hear all this tin falling, crash. And we knew the cannery here in Ouzinkie pulled the cannery off its pilings and dropped it. So we stayed out there, and about 1 o'clock they said, I think we're safe. So we started in really slow coming in. Got in here, I was like, I couldn't believe when I seen the boats up against the hill, you know, like this, you know, boats all over, boats sunk. Then the cleanup came. That was a bad part, you know, finding all these little things of people's pictures. We lost some houses. You find their holy pictures or their personal pictures or their, you know, family pictures. And I think a lot kind of helped too is that the tide was out, that it didn't, you know, had it been high tide, I think it would have flooded the whole village. I learned, I don't think I'd get back on the boat again. I think I would probably just go to high ground with the rest of the people. I think that was kind of a mistake for me. Those that get lost on kind of a silly boat. So, I don't know. I think I learned, yeah, don't do that.